because it's all cloud connected. So you can do the eye test. You can go to the next. So we have software which is supporting, and we are working on flexible lens system. One thing I will tell you, there is a liquid lens that we are using. You heard of adaptive optics? Adaptive optics, na theriyuma? Adaptive optics. Okay, yes, you are correct. Okay, so you can adjust the focus, right? So this particular lens we wanted to buy for our company. Okay, so we were searching. This lens is only available from only one company that is there in US. From the whole world, ஒரே ஒரு company மட்டும் தான் இந்த lens use பண்றாங்க. Is selling it. Okay. So one lens we are buying for only one lens, not one pair also. One lens we are buying for 70,000. 70,000. Okay. So we were just discussing, and then we see how to make it in India, all that we were discussing. அப்போ நாங்கள் பார்க்கும்போது ஒன்லி பாம் காஸ்ட், ரிசர்ச் காஸ்ட் இல்லாமல் ஒன்லி பாம் காஸ்ட் நம்ம பார்த்தோம்னா 600 ரூபீஸ்க்கு இந்தியாவில் பண்ணலாம். Just telling you for an example. Okay, so this lens that we are buying, one lens 70,000. இது நம்ம இப்போ இந்தியாவில் பண்ணோம்னா we can make it in 600 rupees. Okay, if you people are making it, I will buy from you. You don't have to search for the customer, and I will myself buy. So this is the situation. Whatever that we are using and all, no, sometimes we need to, we cannot say 100% made in India, because some of the components we have to import. India is not yet ready for innovation, because components we are still importing some. Just to இன்னொரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்லணும்னா, ஒரு பேட்டரி, because our first version என்னன்னா யூஸ் பண்ணி பேஷண்ட் டெஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கோம், 45 minutes தான் பேட்டரி ஒர்க் ஆகும். So I was telling them, I want the device to work from 9 to 5. எடுத்து போனோம்னா ஃபுல்லா பேஷண்ட் நடுவில் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் எல்லாம் ஆஃப் ஆக முடியாது. ஸோ இட் ஷுட் பி போர்ட்டபிள் அண்ட் இட் ஷுட் பி ரீசார்ஜபிள். பட் வந்து 9 to 5 ஒர்க் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, தென் பேட்டரி, if you have to increase the battery power, the weight will also increase. Then I cannot tell it's a portable device, right? So I was insisting them, எனக்கு battery power 9 to 5 work ஆகணும், but weight increase ஆகக்கூடாது. So we were searching for battery, and finally we are importing such battery from China. Okay, so எதுக்கு இதெல்லாம் சொல்றேன்னா, ரொம்ப நீட் இருக்குப்பா, நிறைய நீட் இருக்கு. பட் ஒன் திங் இஸ், யூ ஹேவ் டு கம் அவுட் இன் த ஃபீல்ட் அண்ட் see what is happening. ஸோ இப்போ நான் பார்க்கும்போது தான் தெரியுது, ஓகே, இந்த ஒரு சிம்பிள் பேட்டரி, பட் அவன் யோசிச்சிருக்கான் இல்லையா, 10 years முன்னாடி இந்த கம்பெனி இருக்கு. So somebody will do some innovation in this 2025 அப்படின்னு யோசிச்சு 2015லயே வந்துட்டு somebody has invented such batteries, right? Okay, so there are many things, so much need is there. Very simple thing is not available in India, we are importing. Okay, you just I gave one work to our, one task to the students. I told them, you go to the hospital and then look at all instruments. அதில் எத்தனை மேட் இன் இந்தியா, எத்தனை மேட் இன் ஜப்பான், எத்தனை மேட் இன் ஜப்பான் எல்லாம் எழுதிக்குவாங்க. So not even one instrument is made in India. So they go around and then they come and say, ma'am, there is not even one instrument which is made in India. Why? We don't, it's not that we do not have that engineering expertise. It is only the problem that what is needed in the market is, and what all you are studying, there is little gap. Okay, so you have to go and see what is happening in the real field, and then and the expertise is available in India. And also know our strength in India is we have huge database. Okay, so and also for example, if you're doing an experiment in US, if you want to get one diabetic retinopathy, or if you want to get one retinitis pigmentosa, you have to wait for so many months to get one patient in that condition. But in India, if you go, then in one day you will get hundreds of patients with that particular disorder. Okay, so we have that huge, that's the advantage in India. If you want to do any experiment about diabetes or whatever it is, you will have plenty of data, you will have patients, and you just see, go to any hospital and see what instrument that they are using, why they are importing, from where it is imported. You just see there's so much need. And if you want to make in India, again, the internal parts we have to still import. Okay, so we are still not in that stage where you can just innovate here. We have to import certain components, and then we have to think about the components which are being used for innovation. So you can also become a manufacturer for some of the lenses, as I told you, some of the batteries, some of the components also you can start. There is so much need is there if you just take one good idea and you can just make it grows instead of thinking about what kind of job I will get. You can just make it grows. There's a huge need, and also if you make anything in India, government they themselves support in taking this product outside the Indian market, and they are giving you all the contacts. Everything is handhold, so they are handholding you in every step. So they call me for a manufacturing workshop. I'll just tell you, they're simply calling me for a manufacturing workshop, 3 days workshop. So totally free of cost. So including food, stay, everything, and they are giving you good food, good stay, everything. So government is doing so much simply to give you knowledge. So the ecosystem is good, need is there, and it is that you have to take up the next step. So this is from my side. And to give you some of the eye care needs, as I was telling you, myopia is going to boom, and there is something called dry eyes. Okay, so see, as I was telling, 50% of the Indian population will become myopic. So around 70% of the population is already having dry eye. Around 70% of the Indian population is already having dry eye. So this dry eye market will also boom. Okay, so how to prevent the dry eye because some gland is not working, to stimulate this gland. Also, dry eye diagnostics will flourish. So what else will flourish? If dry eye market, remember, dry eye na purida? Eye drops to cool your eyes. What else? What other industry will boom? Sorry, ice patch. Okay, okay. Okay, some no Ayurveda Siddha also is booming along with that, and they say they are doing some massage and stimulating. All that is also booming, right? And and also we have one of our student who has done this innovation. So இது என்ன பண்ணோம்னா the computer முன்னாடி there will be a camera which is hot, which will always be monitoring your blink rate, and it will identify how many times that you are blinking in 1 minute. No, if the blink rate goes down, it will give a warning message. Okay, please blink, you are not blinking enough, so it will give a warning message. So that kind of innovation will also. So if you just make that kind of innovation and then say, this just so 50 rupees per user now, so many people will buy that, right? So that kind of innovations will boom up. Okay, so there is huge need in the healthcare, and particularly eye care. There is a huge need, and also there's a huge support system, and it's only from your side that you can take up the next step. And if any of you really need any, if you're really serious and if you need any particular help, I'll be ready to help you. Probably you can WhatsApp me whenever I have time. I can connect and help you out. So if you can, if you want to ask any questions, you can ask me anything.
had that approval of my product or my ideas in this market. So, I don't continue masters regarding
Okay, I got your question. Okay, so for those of you who cannot hear, so he is asking about, he is applying for grants, he is not able to get the grant. So I'll just tell you some tips which work for me. So one thing is patent. Do you have the patent? That's very important thing. So as I told you, the instrument will not speak, the papers will speak. Okay. So what are the documents that you are having along with you? So if you are having patent, that's an added advantage. And now after now for manufacturing grant, I have the clinical trials document. That document speaks. Okay, so document is very important. Then then the person that you are, what you have scored 100 out of 100 or whatever, it doesn't matter. So whatever paper that you are having, paper speaks. Okay, that is number one. And number two, so if you see my photographs and all that, one of my interviews, I was speaking to the grant bodies, and my co-founder was also there. And after the session was over, my co-founder was saying, "This is the worst PowerPoint I have seen." Okay, so my PowerPoint doesn't look so nice. Okay, but my PowerPoint will carry the original information, originality. Okay, இதே ஒன்று உடச்சு போட்டுருந்தா ஒரு வயரா தொங்கும் அந்த photo எடுத்து போட்டுருப்பேன் நான். Okay, because I want to show that I have worked on it. Okay, because in the lens system, no, we are using this liquid lens and we are rotating it, and then so for this rotation, அப்போ வந்து என்கிட்ட லென்ஸே இல்லை. We could not buy that lens because I told you 70,000. We did not have the lens. பட் வந்து அந்த லென்ஸ் வந்து அதை எப்படி சுத்தம் எப்படி ஸ்டாப் பண்ணுவோம்னு சொல்லிட்டு வாட் வி டிட் இஸ் வி டுக் ஒன் பென் கேப், நோ பென் கேப்பை உடச்சி அதுக்குள்ள சொல்லி அது சுத்தி, ஸோ ஹவு மெனி ரொட்டேஷன்ஸ் ஆல் தட். ஸோ வி ஷோட் த வீடியோ டு த பேனல் மெம்பர்ஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ you tell them that you worked on it, and only because of money it is stopping that. Okay, so all my photographs, you go to the previous one, can you please go to the previous one? So all my photographs are not a neat one, nicely taken, professional photographer அப்படி கிடையாது, just phone ல எடுத்ததுதான். So all from wires coming out, so but it is original. Okay, what I have done, what you have done, that originality that they are seeing. That is number one. And the other thing is the market need. Okay, so as I told you, 50% of the world will become myopic, and so every sixth person is a blind. Every sixth blind person in the world is Indian, and 150 lakh people are blind in India. So these are the data. Okay, so you have that huge need. 140 crore people to only 25,000 ophthalmologists is there. So this instrument is mandatory. So you back up with the data. So the need is there, then only they will fund. So the need is there and the patent is there, and then you see that you have done the background for it. So that has to be there. If you don't mind, see me what is your idea. Probably maybe I can see your grant proposal and I can refine you and then see how you can improve your grant proposal. I can help you there.
then doubt is when you're speaking about triage, how do you develop this like strategies of making your area, the like keeping your lens far closer to the mobile phone or whatever the device is there. If your patient is inquiring your product for 45 minutes, trying to get rid of the lens. How it's blue radiation from the screen is like, how do you optimize it or the product is still
My device.
yes.
Okay, so this will not work for 45 minutes. See, I was telling, so the entire battery backup is for 45
No, I'm
minutes.
just asking. I have a kind of photography. So if I undergo for 20 minutes or whatever the time period you are trying to
So
15
this is
minutes,
only test. It will take 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So
That's what again. If the person, if the person is wearing something on the eyes should slow and there should be a side effect for using this so
no, uh, this is not a no. It's not like a regular VR where we have some video coming up. It's not like that. So you can see that alphabet. No, it is like the letters are displayed as if you go for any eye testing, they'll be telling you to read those letters. That is what we have done it in the reality environment, and we have done all these optics calculation, which is required for this changing to the VR environment. So it is not that you are seeing for hours. It's just few minutes. It's diagnostic purpose. So it's not that you watch some video. It's not that kind of thing. This optics is a custom made optics.
And then another here, here, started like everything is we have just plug it in my or system code, which it doesn't even. And it could have implemented a software like yours and just integrate with it, and you can use it as a module. But rather than making a product like made in India, so what is
Yeah,
the
yeah, I got your
strategy?
question. Okay, so the question that he is asking is why don't you use a VR which is already available in the market? Why should I do it? Okay, so the answer is actually we want to simulate 6 meters. Okay, so if you look inside, it's 6 meters. Okay, so there is no VR in the whole world which can simulate 6 meters. All the VR, AR, whatever is available, I think it simulates maximum of 60 centimeters or 1 meter maximum. There's no VR which simulates 6 meters. And if you want to simulate 6 meters, so you all remember your optics formula V by U magnification is equal to V by U. So if you want to simulate 6 meters, V value goes 6 meters, right? Okay, so the magnification is so big. When the magnification becomes so big, then you will have all the pixelation, all those problems. Okay, so nobody in the world can do 6 meter simulation. I have seen all previous patterns and all that. You cannot make it. So we have used certain trick to make it 6 meters at the same time there is no pixelation. That is what we have patented it. That is what we are working. And there are many universities abroad, US, Singapore, and all. I can even show you the papers. They tried simulating 6 meters in virtual reality. They framed it and they documented it and they published it. So if you simulate 6 meters, it will lead to a lot of operations and pixelation. It's not possible. They have written like that. They have published that. So that is what the problem that we have solved. Thanks for the question. It's a very brilliant question.
Hello.
Okay, got it. So Sarah is asking, if you have the patent, makes so that gives you more credit for your proposal. Okay. So is he asking if you have a publication, will that also play an important role? Definitely yes. So if it is published in a high index you can produce this as a source. And nowadays people who are coming in the panel and also it's like older days and all the government we will end up teaching them. But nowadays people who are coming in the panel are really knowledgeable. They can understand publication. They can understand the high index journal. So they, it's good. And but it is not as good as patent.
He told before, that is,
As you told before,
there is a gap between the industrial kind of thing and the theoretical knowledge, right? I want to know how to fill the gap. As a biomedical engineer, we people are lacking of opportunities because of the practical knowledge. So we have to improve the skill. Other people are not IT people have a source available through all the social platforms, right? But as a biomedical engineer, we need a real-time experience about the device or instruments kind of thing. So we want to know how to fill the gap and what are the opportunities we would like to have as manufacturing. If we have we develop the skill, there is a possibility to change the biomedical community and to create a better opportunity for a biomedical engineer as a manufacturing kind.
So it's a very good question that so there is a gap which is existing. How do we fill up this gap? And this is what I'm also exploring. So I'll just tell you some of the examples what we are doing actually. And I'm also working in Dr. Agarwal's Eye Hospital as a part-time consultant, and I'm working 3 days in the month in Dr. Agarwal's Eye Hospital. And my only work is to motivate the students towards research and innovation. So what we do is, we wrote an MOU with the Loyola Engineering College. So what we are actually doing, I'll just tell you. Probably if this model works, I'm planning to publish this what I am doing, to fill this gap. Okay. So what we are doing is we are creating a team of 8 students. Okay. So 4 students from Dr. Agarwal's Eye Hospital, medical students, and 4 students from Loyola engineering students. Okay. So it's a combination of medical and engineering students. So what we do is we create a game kind of thing. We call it as innovation hackathon, and we make them meet every 15 days. So in the first meeting, there will be a introduction meeting where we organize a lot of games. Okay, so just to make them mingle with each other, no. So they should remove this barrier, medical and so they should remove this barrier. So we first day we arrange some games, then we arrange them food, everything, and so we created that kind of atmosphere, and then we created that team sprint kind of thing. Each team we have given some names, and we created this hackathon, and then each team was given some projects, and then every 15 days they will meet, and then there will be a neutral evaluator. So neutral evaluator means somebody who is not mentoring any of the specific projects, so somebody who's high in position where they'll be evaluating. So every month they will be getting some scores, and then finally we have a grand finale where they have to come and present their product, kind of thing. We are doing this. So in this journey, what we are doing, we are taking our medical students to the engineering college where they will look at the fab lab and all the other labs. And then what we do is we take engineering students, and then we are making a hospital tour. Okay, so we are showing them all these devices. So we started this very recently, and then I'm documenting what's all happening in this process, and then I want to publish this as a case study, how we have done something to bridge this gap. So this I want every other people to follow this up. And if you say that no, if I will implement the same model with no SSN with some other hospital, how will it will not work very easily. I will just tell you some of the hospitals and some of the doctors are not broad-minded, and the students are coming and all that is there. So somebody like me who's really passionate, mad about doing all this innovation, I will definitely go inside this and get permission. So this should happen, some hospital where you have somebody will be there, somebody will be research oriented, they AI enthusiast. When you say 100 doctors, only one doctor will be there like that. But you have to catch that one person and then connect with them and do the collaboration. And we are open in Dr. Agarwal's Eye Hospital. We are open for that. And in Dr. Agarwal's Eye Hospital also, I know so many doctors will not encourage this. And I know very few doctors who will encourage this. I know this channel and I can connect like that. But it is not the case in all the other hospitals. But there are people like that, So we have seen one person in Dr. Agarwal's Eye Hospital. He's so enthusiastic about AI, and he's learning AI and all that. We have to catch that kind of person, then connect. That's the only solution. Definitely, we are happy to help you. So it's so good to interact with all of you. So it was very live audience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anytime, if you have any serious, any your intents about any particular idea, you can always contact me. You can meet me. I can give you my number.
Thank you, Dr. Thank you, Dr. Maheshwari ma'am, for sharing your valuable insights on medical device innovation and entrepreneurship. Your expertise and dedication to advancing eye care through innovation are truly inspiring. We appreciate your time and knowledge, and we look forward to seeing the impact of your work in the medical field. I now call upon Dr. Nitya ma'am to help take the Thank you, ma'am. Tea and snacks are being served outside, and you can come back to your next session at 10:45.
Please be safe for the